So let's get straight to the core of this problem. Please stop undercutting each other. So at some point we make a business connection, we have the chance to work on a project, and then it comes to the budgeting question. And suddenly all of the following points are rushing through our brains. We are afraid to charge a decent price because then the client will take off and start working with someone else offering their services for a lower price. Second point, we think we are not good as other composers simply doing the same thing as we do. So basically we think we are not worth enough to charge a well-deserved price. And number three, even if we charge a price that seems to be decent, our imposter syndrome is kicking in, telling us that we may not be worth the success right now. So no matter what or how many thoughts are rushing through your brain, you will probably charge less than you and your time is worth it. And this is a big problem. At some point, companies are getting used to our rates, and in fact, this is already happening for a very long time. So we work for less and less and less until we can't pay the bills anymore and burn out. And then, I mean, who cares? Someone else will jump in and do the job that you can't do anymore until this person gets thrown away. I mean, who cares? There are so many composers out there, right? I mean, don't get me wrong here. I understand that money isn't the most important thing. You may have a part-time job, for example, or you just want to practice your skills. You want to collect experience and start working with a team, and you finally want to see some results. I totally get it. But why straight from the beginning ignoring one of the most important skills to have when stepping into the professional world of being a music composer? Budgeting and negotiation skills. I mean, sorry for the venting parts in this video, but we are already at a point where composers are willing to pay money to work on a project. And also, I still see these posts about AI and stock music and royalty-free music, kind of like destroying the music industry. But then again, this is not the only thing to blame. I mean, I totally get it. There are low-budget projects. At some point, you just have to get into it, right? But if somebody is happy to write 90 minutes of music and keep working for 3 to 4 months and then getting paid $500 for this, I mean, come on guys, at some point this has to stop. So I mean, why ignore the financial side of things and then probably never really developing this in the coming years? Also, seriously guys, I don't get it why there are so many initiatives and campaigns against AI and everybody's crying like, no, we don't want this. But I would love to see campaigns and initiatives and more people talking about that composers should stop undercutting each other. And yes, I'm aware of this, prices change, the market has to adapt, blah blah blah, all of these things. This is all obvious. Okay, renting mode off. So what can we do? What can we change to at least improve the situation a little bit? I mean, first and foremost, when it comes to the budgeting question, ask for the budget first. I don't mean to rip anyone off, but if a company offers you 10 or 20 grand to write 10 or 20 or 30 minutes of music, then why not accept this? Again, just ignore all of these thoughts. I'm not worth it. There's all kinds of people that can do it better. Just accept the money, do your best gig, create a happy client, and move on from there. So let's talk about the second point. If a company offers you a ridiculously low price, I meaning like as ridiculous low as 90 minutes of music for $500, simply say no. First of all, you can practice your skills in other ways, like working with a hobby team, working on a hobby project or whatever. And even better, you can take these entire 3 months by picking up the phone, calling companies, networking with people on social networks, going to events. 3 months is a lot of time that may potentially bring you closer to a project where you can make 5 to 10 grand instead of 500. And just as a little side thing here, because I know this question will come up, if you are at the very beginning and you never worked on something before, please make sure to start at least with 200 to 300 euros per finished minute of music. If you are an intermediate, you can go with round about 500 to 600. If you are pro, everything above, I'm totally aware sometimes these numbers may not work out, but it's definitely a good starting point. So what else can we change? Even if you think you're not worth it, you're not good enough, please don't judge this by yourself. You may see the entire journey. You may know all the stuff that you still have to improve. You may know your problems and your issues. But this is your personal journey. This is non-company's business out there whatsoever. From a business point of view, nobody needs to know what you think about yourself or your career. The most important thing here is deliver great work, write decent music, make a customer or a client happy, and repeat. Next point on my list, yes, credits are cool. Credits look extremely well on your portfolio, on your demo reel. But at a specific point in your life, you have to overcome this typical credits or exposure thing. Your landlord, for example, doesn't care about exposure. So if some producer telling you that this is your big chance and that this credit will just get you the next big gigs, just say no, just go away. You are worth more. I mean, I'm sorry, and I'm renting mode is on again, but what are these people that spend thousands or 10,000s on camera gear and actors and this and that, but have almost no money available for somebody sitting there for 3 or 4 months writing music, some emotional element that creates up to like 50% of the experience that you can see on the screen later. And there is also another sad point, please correct me if I'm wrong here, but the less you charge, the cheaper you appear, and the bigger the chance is the customer or the client is unhappy. And of course, this isn't always the case, but there is a strong connection regarding life in general when it comes to this topic. But from my experience, the most stressful situations always happened on projects with a very, very low budget. And last but not least, in the same way you optimize your writing, arrangement, mixing and mastering skills, and also hopefully your promotion, your networking and marketing skills, make sure to get into a healthy relationship with money, simply because your life and the life of your loved ones one day may depend on it. So please stop underselling each other. Also like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure to take a look at the video description. If you have any comments, feel free to let me know, and thanks for your time.